The moment I walked into that kitchen and saw my daughter wrapped around a stranger's waist, I swear I thought my heart stopped. "Get your hands off my daughter." That's the first thing I said. My voice was sharp, slicing the silence like a blade. I crossed the room in 3 steps, pulled little Aria into my arms like I was saving her from fire. Her tiny voice trembled. "Daddy, no, don't hurt her. She's not bad. She was just hugging me." I looked up, eyes blazing, and there she was. A young black woman, calm, composed, standing like she'd done nothing wrong. "Who the hell are you and why are you touching my kid?" I snapped. She didn't flinch, didn't raise her voice, just lifted her hands and said, "Mr. Darnell, my name is Sienna Brooks. I was called in last Thursday. The previous nanny resigned. I was asked to care for Aria. I told her point blank she wasn't to touch my child. Speak to her, breathe in her direction without my permission." And Sienna just stood there, nodded once like she'd heard it all before. But Aria, she slipped out from behind me and ran right back to her, hugged her legs, begged me not to send her away, said Sienna made the monsters go away. I fired her on the spot, and that should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. That night, Aria didn't talk, didn't eat, just curled up under her blanket, clutching a scarf Sienna must have left behind. I sat outside her room for hours trying to figure out what I'd done wrong. At midnight, I heard her whisper Sienna's name in her sleep, and something in me cracked. By 6 a.m., I was on the phone with the agency. "Is Sienna Brooks still available?" When she walked back into that house, she didn't come with bitterness or attitude, just care. She knelt down, whispered something to Aria, and just like that, my daughter smiled for the first time in 2 days. I pulled Sienna aside in the hallway. "Let's be clear. I didn't bring you back because I trust you." She said. "I figured as much, and I'll be watching. I expect nothing less." She wasn't intimidated, wasn't looking to be liked. She just wanted to help my daughter, and she was damn good at it. So good it scared me. I watched from the security feed in my office, Aria laughing again, singing while stirring oatmeal, her hair in braids, her cheeks pink with joy. It should have felt like relief, but it felt like failure. I used to control everything. My company, my time, my image. But in my own house, I was just a shadow, watching someone else raise my child. One night, I found myself sitting next to Sienna in the hallway outside Aria's room. "She called you mommy," I said, not hiding the ache in my chest. Sienna looked at me and said, "She misses hers." I nodded. "She has me. She needs you to show up. Mr. Darnell, not just exist, not just hover, show up." That hit me hard, but I was still stubborn. I told myself I could keep my distance, keep things professional, until the media found us. Photos of Sienna and Aria at the park. Headlines: "Millionaire CEO's daughter, raised by nanny. Who's really in charge?" I was furious, ready to sue everyone. But Sienna, she said, "Let them talk. If you go loud, they'll go louder. But if we stay steady, they burn out." That's when I realized she wasn't just a nanny. She was a damn strategist. A few days later, I stood in front of the cameras and told the world Sienna Brooks is not a scandal. She is a specialist, a protector. The reason my daughter remembers how to laugh. And if anyone has a problem with that, the problem is them. People called it bold. Truth is, it was overdue. But just when we thought the storm was over, someone tried to frame her. $100,000 transfer, a fake account in her name. The investigators came. The agents. The questions. But Sienna didn't flinch. She brought receipts. Bank logs. Double sign-offs. Marcus, our compliance guy, backed her up every step. We found the mole, an old business rival of mine trying to sink me through her. She could have backed out. Instead, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "You built your house on structure. I built mine on fire. I've been through worse. I'm not running." And she didn't. She stood in front of cameras again, told the world, "This isn't just about me. It's about how easily black women can be turned into suspects instead of professionals. This is bigger than one paycheck. This is about dignity." That went viral. Girls wrote her letters. Mothers reached out. Schools invited her to speak. She became a symbol of truth, of quiet power, of the kind of leadership people pretend they want, until it challenges them. I remember one night I found Aria asleep on the couch clutching a drawing. It was us. Me, her, and Sienna. Underneath my face, she wrote one word in purple crayon: Daddy. Not Mr. Darnell, not Jonathan, just Daddy. That broke me. I went to Sienna and asked her to stay not as a nanny but as part of this house. I told her she mattered, that what she did was irreplaceable. She didn't say yes right away, but she stayed. Then came the next chapter, her foundation, her mission. I told her, "You've already earned the seat at the table. Now let's put your name on it." She said, "Not under your brand. My name. My mission." I said, "Exactly." And that's how the Brooks Foundation was born. For underrepresented kids, for overlooked voices, for every child who'd been taught they were too loud or too much. And yeah, there were threats, smears, dark letters slipped under the door. But she never flinched. She stood in front of the fire and said, "You picked the wrong woman to scare." At the official launch gala, she stood on that stage in a simple navy dress, her voice calm, clear, strong. "I'm not here to rescue," she said. "I'm here to repair. And if you don't like that, you weren't building anything real to begin with." People didn't clap politely, they roared. And me, I just stood in the back watching the woman who saved my daughter and maybe saved me too. But here's the thing. None of this started with a speech. It started in a kitchen with a little girl who just wanted someone to stay, and a woman who knew that raising a child isn't about job titles or bloodlines. It's about showing up. So now I want to ask you something. Do you believe people can change? Do you believe the ones we underestimate are the very ones holding up the future? Tell me in the comments. Tell me if you've ever seen someone judged by their skin, their job, their past, and then watch them rise anyway. Because I did, and I'll never be the same.